Hey YouTube, what's going on? Episode 3, we're here. I'm super excited. You guys have been rocking with me for 3 weeks now, so let's keep it going, right? Why prolong it? Let's dive right in. Let's get to it. So today's topic is boom, dun 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 dun, friends. How many of us have them? I came up with this idea because how do we choose our friends? What are friends to us? What is a friendship? What is a friend? Why do we call them friends? How weird is the word friend when you keep using it as many times as I said it? So, friends. And it seems kind of funny to talk about, especially once you get older. Like right now, I'm 23, so it seems kind of funny to talk about like, oh, what's a friend and why do I have friends? And it seems really elementary, but think about how easily we trivialize the word. We make the word super just kind of like gone in the wind when it's actually a pretty big deal. And the reason why I know it's a big deal is because I actually asked some of my friends to define what friendship is to them and what it means to them. And they were all like, whoa, give me like a week. I need to come up with a really good answer. And I was like, no, just like tell me what you think a friendship is. So I'll be sharing some of those definitions with you all a little later. Before we go any further, let's just go on ahead. Let's hit that like button, that subscribe button, leave me some comments, follow me on Instagram, all that good stuff. You can find it in the description box below. I feel like that's like the official YouTube thing to say. Anywho, whatever. So, what is friendship? For me, I'll give my personal definition first. Friendship is a relationship. You and whomever else you decide, because it is a decision, it's a choice, whomever else you decide to share meaningful memories and life lessons and all these other kind of things, a lot of stuff with, essentially, like people who you like to share stuff with. To be honest, I think that we share a lot more with our friends than sometimes with our own family, just because, you know, they're your peers and you know that they're going through the same thing, and so you want to feel like you're not going through it alone. And sometimes it's easier to talk to your friends than it is to talk to like your family, your mom, your dad, your brother, whomever. Like in my case, I'm one of the younger people in my family, so I've always been around people that were at least 5 years older than me. So your friends kind of become your additional family, which is what the first definition that I was going to dive into is. It came from my brother, and he said your friends are your family of choice. And I think that the simplicity of that is so great, because to have a family of choice means that, you know, you don't get to choose your family. So you're born into whatever you're born into. For some people, that's a great thing to be born into. For other people, it sucks. But your friends are kind of your family of choice. They're the people that you kind of get to align yourself with based off of the things that you really care about. Another great definition that I got comes from another one of my great friends. And her definition was so poetic. And she said that it is... Hold on, I'm looking for it. Okay, she said that friendship is a soul tie with another person that is not kin, but a blood tie could not make you stronger. Again, kind of going back to that family thing, right? So I think that that's really dope too, because it's a soul tie, which kind of talks about what I said earlier. You really feel a great energy with that person. And so essentially, your friend is somebody that you're going to be sharing a lot of information with, a lot of everything with. If you want to be a good friend, you need to be a friend to yourself. So like, love yourself, love what you have going on. That goes back to episode 1, be you-centric. So really kind of be a friend to yourself means you have to be about you first, be loving you first before you can be loving to someone else first as well. So I think that's a great definition. And this one came from my line brother. Again, friends are the family that you pick, the people that you choose to love unconditionally and be invested in their lives. Love those first 2 sentences. They call you higher. You bring the best out of each other and sometimes the worst, but that's what family does. You grow together, and sometimes you outgrow friends, because sometimes you have those friends for right when you need them. That is another great definition as well. Understand that there are people that come in your life for a season, so you have to kind of be able to discern who those people are, what those people are about, and what's going on. And so yes, sometimes you outgrow friends, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're better than them or they're better than you. You have to move and you outgrow those things, and so you change over the course of seasons. There are some people that I have outgrown. There are some people that have outgrown me. Even when we still see each other, it's all love. It's not super gross, just grotesque, nasty, ooh, you so... I'm genuinely inquiring about your life, like, oh wow, we haven't talked in years. What's been going on? What's happening? How are you feeling? You know, how for some of my friends, they have kids now, so it's like, oh, how are your kids? Some of them, they're married, and so like, you know, how's your husband? How's your wife? And I'm not doing it trying to be nasty or trying to be rude or trying to be like, huh, you're married, I'm not. Okay, they found a person that they want to be with for the rest of their life. You're still alone. But yeah, so that's another really dope definition. I'll give you one more definition. Well, actually, I feel like I'm shortchanging people, but I'm going to just share the other ones. Okay, this one came from another one of my fraternity brothers. This one came from my Neo. I'll do a whole video on like Greek life. That might be the next video, so that way when I use terminology, it doesn't confuse you guys. He said, Friendship to me is wanting for others the same as you'd want for yourself, as well as being the voice of reason whenever they need it. So I'm seeing like a lot of trends within these definitions. Let's go through another one. And this one says, friendship is love. Friendship is understanding. Friendship is purposeful growth. It is so much more. These include random freestyle rap battles, twerk sessions for the sake of cardiovascular exercise, of course, and reading the word. And then they go on to tell me how I exhibit these things, which is super dope, super great. Thank you so much for me exhibiting these qualities, even the random twerk sessions. Love ya, girl. Love ya. But no, it's supporting your friends through anything and everything. Purposeful growth, like not just growth, which I thought was really dope that she added the word purposeful in front of that. Growing towards something. And for me, I'm a super goal-oriented person. And so I want to know what my friends' goals are. I want to know where they're trying to go, what's next on their agenda for them. I love knowing what my friends' goals are, because sometimes they align with my goals, or sometimes they make me rethink or reevaluate my goals. I'm like, dang, am I thinking big enough? Or dang, am I thinking too big? But you're never thinking too big. But sometimes, you know, you have to just scale back a bit and set that really large goal into something a little, you know, more attainable through smaller step goals. And that's called SMART goal setting. Look it up, Google it. I can't go through like what each letter means, but like SMART, each letter means something. But yeah, last definition, which I really love as well. I mean, all these definitions were super great. Friendship is a combination of loyalty, love, respect, and trust. Friendships have similar interests. Emotional safety is very important. And friendship is someone knowing someone's ins and outs. So that leads me into, what are my qualifications of friends? Do you have qualifications for your friends? That last line, knowing someone's ins and outs, is really important. Qualifications. You have to have qualifications for your friends. You have to have something. It doesn't have to be like this long list and they have to meet each and every single one of them. But for me, I have 3 qualifications. Go down to 3 things that you want to do for yourself, that you want to be able to do for others, and see, are they doing that for you? If they're not doing that for you, then maybe they're not the friend that you need. Friendship is a very heavy word, just like love is. You have to really understand the way that you use these words. Words really mean stuff, and they really affect people. My 3 qualifications for my friends are, like I already said, be goal-oriented or be smart. My second qualification is, I just like to laugh. So I really love if my friends can make me laugh. I really love if my friends can laugh at themselves. I love when my friends are funny. Last thing is trustworthy. My friends have to be smart. That just means that you have to be thinking, you have to be cognitive, you have to be understanding of like what's going on with you, around you, of the world, or all that kind of stuff. I enjoy being able to talk to them and talk to them about different topics and it be building. Your laughter is some of the best medicine that you can have. No matter where we go, I want people to be able to see the joy that we exude and that we bring into the room. Like, I think that a lot of my friends, we all have a light about us. And I want to be able to share that light. So if you're going to be my friend, I need you to have a light about you. I need you to be fun, uplifting, and just, let's laugh. Lastly, so I got smart, I got funny. Last thing is trustworthy. And this is probably the most important one, because I want to be able to really know that I got you and you got me. Like, that's what trustworthy means to me. And it's like that, so much else goes into it, of course, but these are like 3 core things. And of course I have other values that I look for in my friends, and some friends have different value sets for them, or requirements, because at the time when I met them, they were meeting what the requirements were at that time. But at this stage in my life, all of my friends definitely meet those 3 core requirements, but then they also meet some of the other requirements that I have as well. So that's my take on friendship. Friendship is really deep. Friendship is a relationship. Friendship is you sharing something with somebody. And so I want to leave out with this very last definition. This is from one of my on-campus mothers while I was at Georgia State, and she told me, she was like, I don't know if I can give you a definition, but I can definitely tell you what a true friend is. And a true friend, or a real friends, are the people that God gives you in your life that are missing pieces of your heart. That is everything. And with that, I want to say thank you so much for watching me. I love you guys, and continue to stick around, okay? Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I mean, we're 3 episodes in now, so episode 4, come back next week and we'll be talking, we'll be chatting, we'll be doing so much else about whatever the topic is next week. Stay tuned, and be great, be you, be progressive. And that's really all I got to say, people. Love you. Now I gotta go to work.